Hey everyone, welcome to Second Sight Tarot, a branch of wellness. I'm here to do Scorpio's monthly reading for the month of May 2021. I've meditated on the cards, and please remember that this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with everyone. Please take what does and leave the rest. I'm going to be doing the element spread again. This is current situation or true issue, how to move through this through intellect and communication, the emotions that we can connect through this or release from the situation, and the outcome. I've pulled some cards ahead of time, like kind of the essence of what the reading is going to be, and I did a little meditation, and it's really interesting to me what this month of May is going to bring for you, Scorpio. It's a lot of passion. It's you have a ton of confidence right now, I feel like, for the most part, and really trying to create a lot of abundance, but actually believing in yourself that you're going to attain this, and it's already coming to fruition for a lot of you. So I also I kept the cards that came out as I was shuffling, just because they were really resonating with me with what I was feeling from beforehand, and just what I've been hearing lately, especially with the full moon in Scorpio. Your energy is very exacerbated right now, so I think it's really interesting energy, and I think a lot of you are really taking this extra momentum and extra energy that's built up to really, really soar with it in a very passionate, fiery way. I have lots of wands coming up for you. Anyway, so the card that came out first was building and atoms, and this person is, it's like you're building something for the future, or you're trying to create stability here, collecting these molecules and these atoms in the boat. This is what this person is doing, and it's really creating and building something that is for the future. And this is like such an illuminating, energetic, it's kind of like a wands kind of energy with very fiery energy, as you can see it in the picture there, if you can see it. I don't know, I just think it's really, really interesting. No, I've never had this card fall out, honestly, and I've used these cards a lot. I just love this. The meaning behind this is like you are literally creating anything that you really want to create, and you're really paying attention and doing it step by step and really putting in the passion, and all of this energy is like slowly being manifested in the right way, on the right path. It's not like you're just saying, oh, I want to do this thing, and then here it comes. Like, you really are being very thoughtful and very cautious, and really, really doing things in the way that you think is the right way to do it. And it's a beautiful energy that's coming out for sure. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it, because I think you're actually really creating abundance here. There's no numbers on these though, but there is a lot of abundance here because you're doing it step by step by step, and really from passion and your true calling, the true essence. It's not just a job. It's not. This could be a career. This could be, spiritual growth. This could be just a situation, like a specific situation. But whatever it is, I think it's coming from a soul level, a very intimate level with yourself. It's really true calling, and it's really beautiful. And it's going to create a lot of abundance for sure. And the other card that came out, literally, and first of all the cards that did fall out came so full force. They like flew on the table instantly. So this energy is coming, even though it's slow moving with the way that I don't even want to say it's slow moving, but you're just being very meticulous and like very cautious about what you're taking. You're making sure that it's coming from a very pure essence, but it is coming in quick. And it is coming from the soul too, which I already felt this before this card came out, so I thought that was really interesting. I do think this is very intuitive. This is an intuitive plan, an intuitive journey, but I also think you're actually very connected to not only intuition, but to the elements and to your emotions, and you're really gaining this confidence and this charisma about you that is kind of like from the inner core out. It's really beautiful. It's probably one of my favorite readings. I'm not surprised because of the energy going around, but it's probably one of the most beautiful readings that I've had so far, and I haven't even gotten into it. So really beautiful so far. So I'm going to pull a couple cards and then get this started, and then I'll kind of combine this stuff that kind of fell out. So current situation for Scorpio 2021. See what I mean? It's just these things are flying out. I think I still have a card back there that flew out from one of the other readings. I have to get it. Communication for Scorpio, please. I'm not taking that out of the deck. Communication, please. Yeah. Okay. I think it chose correctly. Emotions to connect with her. Let's go there, please. Really beautiful in the emotions position. Outcome, please. It's also part of this is also maybe asking you of like, what do you need to release in order for you to really move forward with this, so you don't have anything holding you back or any kind of obstacles along the way. Because I think there is the end of a cycle ending here, and something new has come in, and it's going to really take you on a hell of a ride. Because there is a lot of aces and well, just a couple, but aces and pages. And I do think that the old patterns have stopped now, or will be stopping soon. And then this is going to be like charging in. Like fire, really. I'm thinking, I'm sorry, I was just in thought. I had a thought. But honestly, like I really do think that if there is anything, or you can just ask yourself of what is still needed to be released that might create some obstacles along this way in May, to really, that will hold you back unnecessarily. So, because you do have a lot of dreams, build castles in the sky. I do think you are dreaming big right now. And you have a hell of a lot of fire and transformation happening right now to you. And I'm telling you, wait until you see how many creation cards. And here's another creation. But this is not just like I'm sitting here planning something. You really are using the energy with the deep within and soul energy for this next step here. Next stage in your life. So really, really beautiful cards here. So in the current situation or true issue right now going on for you, you have the Page of Wands. So there's a new concept, new way of thinking right now. You're really observing, and I don't know, I just feel like this is an interesting card. I've never really analyzed this card. There's a lot of creativity, there's a lot of adventure, there's a lot of confidence coming in for you right now, a lot of passion. You're really discovering and exploring this new possibility and really analyzing it very finely, like with, in a magnifying glass. So I really do think that you're really honing in on something that is from your true nature and like from your soul's purpose. And you're really observing it on a very different level now than you were before. And you're really coming up with like this new way of looking at things, this new adventure. You're like, and this is really gaining you confidence, because you're finding self-discovery here and discovery, really looking in and seeing things in a very different way, because it's like this childlike way of seeing something like, wow, like I've never seen it this way before. This could be a situation, could be yourself, could be a relationship, could be many things. But I think you're in this exploration time and adventure time right now. And the Emperor, which is also stability here, and feeling very confident and standing in your power. Could be a job, and you're jumping into a leadership role if this is career. I love these cards. I think they're so pretty. I think that you're really growing roots right now in something that you're doing. I also think that you know, you're gaining experience. That's kind of what I meant by growing roots. Like you're really grounding yourself and growing your experience here, whatever the situation is. And I feel like there's a lot of confidence here. There's a lot of structure that you're building according to what you really want to see here. Maybe planning for the future a little bit, or maybe like you're having these visions of like having this, like what this outcome looks like. And within that, it's starting to grow like all of these concepts and ideas, and also setting boundaries, you know, or looking at boundaries. It could be boundaries too. But I think this is, the majority of this reading is going to be about confidence and passion. Are you really standing into your power? In a very, very core way, inner way. And going with the flow and seeing where it takes you. So although this could be like, you know, leadership role if it is a job, going with the flow of what the universe has in store for you, because you've already kind of planted these seeds. I think that just going with the flow of things, or just letting them be, and not so much like just seeing what happens. Like you have to do the work, you know, especially if this is a job, you're going to be doing the work, but trying not to control the outcome, like letting things unravel and see what the possibilities are, so you're not missing something that, like an opportunity or something, or missing the bigger picture of something else. So I'm going to pull a couple cards. See what I mean by like jumpy? Everything is jumpy. So this is the hunger card. And I do think that you are definitely hungry for something, and you're really starting to express what you want to achieve here, or what you want the outcome to be. I think there is communication here, and wishing and hoping and kind of sending it out to the universe. You've been talking about it, whether it's like thinking about it or writing it down in a journal or verbalizing it some way. And I know this isn't the communication position, but you know, this could be internal work, and now you're about to, like, you know, you're really having this call out for, you know, your needs being met in this situation. So I'm going to pull some clarifiers here, but I'm telling you, it's fast. Courage came out. Thank you. Possibilities. There's lots of choices to be made here. Or maybe you are making a choice, and seeing what all of your possibilities are and all of your options. Maybe some of you are at a crossroads and you're really analyzing things with a fine comb here. Seeing things like all of the possibilities and all of the avenues that you're starting to approach or will approach. And courage. I think that you taking a risk here, or a leap of faith, and having courage to move forward and not to allow, you know, self-doubt and whatever other kind of fear really make this leap. I think that something beautiful will come out of it if you do. You know, like, I really do think this is an amazing opportunity to really expand and really like blossom, you know. I think this is a really beautiful opportunity, and make sure that you don't miss an opportunity by holding yourself back by fear, or feeling like you can't attain it, or that you're not confident enough for it, because you are absolutely confident. Most of these cards are laying down here are all about confidence, gaining confidence, working with your intuition, newness, working with, you know, lots of wand energy, coming from spirit, come from the soul. So the voice card is all about, it's about listening to people talk without wanting to speak, like waiting to talk. Like really listening to people and what they're saying, or listening to your inner self of what you're saying, and don't, like, it could be negativity holding you back. You know, if you're listening to yourself and it's not someone else, really listen to what your intuition is telling you, and don't trash it with the mind kind of energy. That's what I'm getting from this. If it's somebody that you're listening to and they're giving you advice, be discerning, of course. Like take take what you need from that to make you move through, not following just what they say and like listening to everything that people are saying, but really listen to the inner lining of what people are saying. There might be a message there for you. Or maybe that's what's making you need to have the courage to move forward. Could be. And the wish card. And I do think that this is all about hope and making wishes and planting seeds, because when we blow on a dandelion seed, the seeds go everywhere, and it just goes, I mean, it's like endless possibilities of where it will stop and grow, where it will land. So you're kind of planting all of these seeds everywhere right now. And then having the courage to like leap forward and watching these things grow, because they will grow. Really beautiful, beautiful energy here. I feel like this is all soaring, positive energy going forward here. I'm going to pull one more, and then I'm going to move on. Current situation for Scorpio. Thank you. It is about, a lot of you are, so support network came on the bottom here. And movement and family and planning. So I do think that there is a lot, and if this is for work, really having a support network to kind of build whatever this is for work is really, really important. And to make sure that you really have, you're overcoming obstacles right now with these people. Like, it's not doing it alone. You know, there's a lot of movement here. You're moving forward. And family, this could be Empress energy too, you know, the counterpart of the Emperor, because it's all about fertility, you know. It could be like this is also about creativity. This could be a very big growth period for you. A lot of healing. Let me see what number is she. Yes, she's 13. I also think that it's a very motherly energy. It's very much abundance. But just be careful from all of this stuff. I don't know why this came up. Could be just for someone. Just watch, not for selfishness. And I only said it because of the self card here. Which is, this is I guess this is the Fool. It's a 00. I don't know if that's the Fool on this one. But the self, if it is the Fool, I'm kind of feeling Fool energy from this. And this is all about your self-beliefs and being on a new journey. Just make sure that you're not being in the space of selfishness during all of this. I don't feel any negativity. That could be just somebody specific that I'm saying this to. Or just a reminder that like during all of this stuff and empowerment and like moving forward, sometimes on the outside that might look like selfish. And maybe you feel selfish. Maybe people that might be in this feel selfish because they're spending time with themselves and not giving to the others. But if it's an outsider looking in saying that, it's because they're not getting their needs met and it has nothing to do with you. But just keep it in check. You know, just check into it. I'm just bringing it up because it said that. But there's a lot of movement. There's a lot of support here. This could literally mean family and spending time with family and maybe finding time to do all of this stuff and family, you know, because the housing card came up too. And just to make sure, like, you know, there's a lot of clarity on a direction here, but maybe you're moving, you know, for some of you, but I think that this is more about, whatever you're doing. Maybe you need the support for some of you, you know, and family to move through this if it's something very personal. If it's work, keeping this in check, trying to find a balance with all this stuff. Maybe some of you are moving, like I said. But I really do think that on a personal level or whatever the situation is, it's just beautiful energy. It's very self-involved. So for those of you who needed to hear these things, maybe it's just like a recheck. Because there's a lot of planning going on. There's lots of change, and just to make sure that you're getting enough rest, and because this is a lot of energy, a lot of fiery energy. So, okay, so moving on to intellect and communication, you have the Star card, which fell out earlier. So I love this energy of the Star. I think that there's like a lot of inspiration here. There's a lot of releasing going on. I really think that you're holding your vision of what you want to see for the world. This might be long-term planning too. You know, a long-term goal that you've had or you're trying to form here. This could be optimism. You're finally feeling optimistic about the future or the situation. It's a very healing time. And you do have this vision and you're holding it. And you're really manifesting that now. So that's what that is. And the heart is the one that I decided to take. And I was like, oh, that's appropriate. It's all about emotions and intuition. And mind you, we're in the intellectual and communication position. So this is all about really communicating anything that's being released that needs to be released, really communicating it to yourself, to the universe, to people. You know, maybe really you're like verbalizing your vision so it becomes like out there in the world to manifest, or for it to be created and to start manifesting it. I just think that you're finding this harmonious way of articulating things now and communicating, and I don't know, it's just something different. I just feel like something different here, and I think it's because you're connecting emotionally more and you're connecting with your intuition more, and maybe that's the communication here is coming from an intuitive perspective. It's becoming, you know, the conversation you're having with yourself now and the things that you're hearing now are all about the things that are coming from deep within. And this is a really amazing way to come into this summer after all of the stuff that's been happening over the year. Really beautiful energy. Sharing. That's interesting in the communication. Maybe you should... Okay, so what I'm getting from this, I'm going to pull one more just to clarify. But you got the sharing card. She's really beautiful. I'll show it to you in a second. Intellect and communication, please. Scorpio. Thank you. It's exactly in the action card again, which had just come out. So there's a lot of action being had here, or shared energy. And the reason why I'm saying this is because sharing is caring, and I do think that there is this wisdom that you have attained now, and this is about sharing this to the world, or sharing this to the people around you, or just verbalizing it to the universe now. There is a sharing of wisdom here, or knowledge, or visions that you're having. I don't know if it's for people to hear, or if it's I just love this card. I don't know if it's for people to hear, or you're just like really opening up to people more, or opening up to the possibility that thoughts become things, and like talking to the universe really gets things moving. Or maybe you've just started doing this because it's coming from the soul and you're kind of just going with the flow and it's leading you there. But I do think that, I just noticed this light in this. She has a pomegranate and grapes and a bunch of sunflowers behind her. And she has a candle on here. And I do think that's coming from spirit. I think it's the energy that you are attaining now, and the vision that you have, and this wisdom that has come from this, that you should be sharing or verbalizing. It's really, really important to do that. I have no idea why, but I just feel like that's coming in very strong right now, about really expressing and sharing to whomever. I think if it's people, great. If it's the universe, great. Doesn't matter really. It's still getting it out. I'm not gonna. Hold on. I'm gonna go with these. I was gonna pull another one, but I'll go with this again. Not taking these. Although action came out again, and nature, the harmony. Notice the harmony around you. So maybe these are for you. I'm not going to keep them, but, you know, really appreciate. I think that this is noticing everything around you and actually exuding out what you're supposed to be sharing and really taking action here to verbalize the things that you need to verbalize. And the sun. Conscious mind, masculine life force. And this is all about you have so many wands and fire energy, and this is all soul stuff for sure. So definitely share whatever you need to share, whether it's wisdom, your passion, your desire. People are going to notice it anyway. Maybe they're going to say, like, what happened or what's going on with you? I've seen a change and I love what I'm seeing. Like, what did you do? I want a piece of it. So share it. There's so much creativity here. It's insane. Look, creativity again. I mean, the Emperor is creativity, right? The Page of Wands is creativity. I'm going to put this up here. One more, and then I'll move on. Some of you may be artists and creating it through art, creating all of this energy and expressing it through some form of art, whether it's singing. This could be like verbalizing, like poetry, literally artwork, like drawing, painting. The Worker. So this is also like really, you really are putting in the work, or it's a reminder to keep going here and not to stop. Like I said from the beginning, like, you know, there is end of a cycle here and something new is coming. So just keep going with it. This is also, bees work as a colony. They don't do it alone. They work together as a team. So if this is work related, like we were talking about before, you know, I think I put those away. The voice about listening to other people, but I do think that I probably put them away. The networking card and the family. So you don't have to do this alone if it seems a little bit overwhelming, because it is very fiery energy. This is beautiful. I love this. My favorite one so far, I think, this reading. Don't tell anybody else. So in the what emotions you can connect with and or release. The Peace card, harmony and contentment. So I'm assuming that this is not something you're going to release. This is something you're taking in. And I think you are starting to find, or really want to find, this inner peace with your emotions and really connect with them on a deeper level, releasing things that don't serve you anymore and that just need to go, you know? And maybe that's what we were talking about, what do you need to release in the beginning? Maybe it's just like any stale energy there outside of there, because you're really moving in a very interesting direction here. So maybe just starting to ground and, like, you know, this is the end result here is peace, but maybe finding ways to do that. So you have I'm going to read this one first since it goes up in the line here. And this one came out first. So you have the Three of Wands. So the threes this is really, you're expanding your horizon. She's looking out to the horizon. She's holding her ship and her hair is all like grounded. Like this is such a grounding, expanding energy. You know, she's like literally like looking at all of these, and it's gender neutral. I'm just reading the card. She's looking at all of her possibilities here, all of these adventures that she could take. You know, she's looking at it for the long haul, like the long view. She's really gaining self-confidence here because she's like, I can do this. I can take on the world now. And there's a lot of progression going on here. It's like, what am I doing next now? Where am I going? I just see a lot of confidence that you can literally just look out and say, like, I want to go here, and then you go. Or you take the steps to do so. And this is all about emotions. So I do think I'm just telling you what the card means. Now let's connect it to the emotions. I think that you're looking at all of the way that you perceive things and all of these things that have come in the past, childhood traumas and like all of these things that we've collected in the world, right? Every day, like we process things, and nobody taught us the accurate way. Most of people, you know, haven't really learned the accurate way of processing emotions for the most part. Some people have, and they're very lucky, but I've yet to meet one that's really solid. So, you know, there's no book to go along with this. There's no handbook. So people do the best they can with what they have. And I think now you're looking at things like, I'm much more mature now. I'm much more confident. I'm much more educated. And I have this wisdom that I've really connected with, that you've already had, that you're now coming home to. And you're looking at this, all of these things that have happened and how you've processed them. And now you're saying, like, I'm grounded now. I am going to really, really expand myself and go deep and really, really sort some stuff out that I need to work out, so they don't keep coming up for me month after month after month after month. And really looking at things and bringing it to like a solid, I just can't hold space for this anymore, and you let it go. You know, you never forget, but you let go of the energy that is trapped in the body. And I think that has a lot to do also with the atoms. You know, like, this is building a new foundation for yourself, releasing any addiction when it comes to emotions and how we process emotions. Every emotion has a chemical that is released in the body. And then, you know, after a while, those cells in our bodies get used to or addicted to the energy that is coming, that's being released from the body, these chemicals. And after a while, it's just like our body only knows that because it's addicted to that chemical. So my point is, for me, this is what this card means. It's finding stability and re-anchoring yourself and all of these parts of you that are in the ocean now. And you're just saying, like, this one is good. I'm going to really analyze this and I'm going to move on. This one I'm going to leave. This one is good. And you're building a structure and a foundation for this amazing spirit to be solid and stable. Not that you weren't before, but moving forward in this new journey, in this new period of your life, this is like the most amazing structure you could do for yourself. And you're doing it. Most of you, this is the essence of the reading. And the Six of Wands, you have so many wands. Like, this is all spirit coming from spirit. The Six of Wands is all about having your pride, like having pride. You know, really navigating things to work in your benefit now. You know, there's so much. There's a sense of accomplishment now. You know how to do things. You know how to make it function. Some of you have already accomplished or working on this in a very deep level where you're like, okay, I'm getting the essence of this now. I have a long way to go, but I'm getting the essence of this now. I have a manageable structure here on how to do it. And, you know, I think that there's like this admiration or something that people are seeing this internally in you, but also for yourself. Like, I do think that you feel good about where you are right now with this. It's a really beautiful energy. I don't even know if I need to say anything else about that. I will pull it, but I think it's just beautiful. And it comes out full force. And there's lots of change happening, and it's beautiful change. It's well-rounded. See the 10. It's all about something coming to an end. There's a completion here, and something new is really starting. You have done for most of you, this work has been really what you've been doing over the past year now, and now it's coming to an end. There's a lot of changes here. For the others, I think that the old way of thinking is done, and now you're starting this, depending on where you are in your cycle. But month of May is really going to get deeper on this level from what I see here, really going in deep and cracking open anything that needs to be cracked open with groundedness and stability. And I do think you're overcoming obstacles this time around. You know, there's a lot of perseverance here. That's funny because when I said the card fell down there, I could see it. It says the Void. And you got the Void card, which is hilarious. And the Worker Bee, again, you had that in the communication position. Now it's here in the emotions. So there's a lot of hard work being done here. You really are digging deep. And you might not be doing it alone for some of you, but you're really doing the work. The Void could be just going within deep within and doing some shadow work here for most of you. I do think that's what I think this is all about, you know? I'm going to pull one more on the void because I want to make sure that there's like, that you're not avoiding something. Well, it doesn't say avoid, it says voiding. Void, please. I want you to see the void. The death card. There's a lot of growth right now. And the worker bee again. Okay, so just make sure that in this, because, you know, working with emotions can be hardcore. There is a transformation coming. We said this. The change is 10. This is death. You know, there is something has to come to an end for something to be reborn. And I think that there is a lot of rebirth here. Just make sure that you see things for what they are and you really do some inner work here so you don't have to do it again. I just feel like, I think like if you can see things for what they are now, you don't have to do it down the line again. They won't keep coming up for you. Since you're in it, you might as well go for it. You know, that's how I feel about it. I forgot, and I always forget because that's just who I am, to talk about the other part of the essence of the reading. I did talk about the other three, but I think the world card, I'm just looking at it. So I'll show it to you and then I'll talk to you about it. I think that this is all about finding fulfillment, inner fulfillment, happiness, harmony in everything, or in this, whatever the situation is for you, and really finding balance. You know, you're finally finding balance in your life. You know? I also think that what I'm seeing here is that you're really connecting to spirit. You're allowing the spirit to lead and to hold space for you now. And to protect you and to like really guide you. You know, I just feel like this is you here, your person, your physical person, and the soul has kind of illuminated and taken the weight of the world, taking all of this to help guide you through this. It's really, really beautiful energy. I really love this reading a lot. I wish it was mine. So, in the outcome, or how to flow through the outcome, you have the Ace of Wands again. Wands, 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 and then all the other fire that came along with this. So the aces are all about new concepts, new ideas, new, you know, new something, new knowledge, new awakening, new, lots of creative opportunity here. A lot of potential for something new to form. I think there's a lot of opportunities and a lot of passion. And things are really going to start coming to fruition for you. I think that all of this energy is what's driving you through this journey in May. It's already here. This energy is already here. And then it makes you do some work in the communication and how you perceive things. And then that sends you over to like how to deal with the emotions and like all of that kind of stuff and doing all the work there. And then this finally leads you to being in this pure essence of like, okay, like this readiness, like I'm ready to take this journey. And it's the wishes are coming true. Your wish is coming true. Celebrate your success. Like all this hard work is now leading to all of this opportunity and passion and potential and lots of creativity. And you're almost finding your treasure here. Like I really think that this is a really beautiful opportunity. This month is so beautiful. Like I love your reading so much. Like I'm in it. Like I feel it deep. I love this. I don't know these. I just got these. Osha Zen. This is interesting. The Miser. It's so funny because which is a 4 for stability. There's stability there. I'll show you the card. I might have to look this up. I'm going to look it up. Just because I don't want to give you the wrong information, if I can, because I don't know how to read this book yet. If I can. I think this is interesting because what I'm seeing in this picture is the treasure that I saw in that other picture, which I think is really interesting. Like, you know what this might be? Well, I'm going to tell you right now. The moment you start clinging onto things, you have missed the target. You have missed. Because things are not the target, your innermost being is the target. Not a beautiful house, but a beautiful you. Not much money, but the rich you. Not many things, but the open being available to millions of things. That's so interesting that that's what it says, because this has a treasure chest in it. And when I was saying to you, your wishes are coming true, I see this older witchy kind of woman stealing the treasure and being kind of greedy with it. So this is maybe a reminder that your stability here and what you are trying to attain and the wish that you're trying to create here, make sure that you realize it's not the end result of the prize. You are the prize. Your happiness is the prize. It's not the outcome. So if this is a new job, it's not about the money only that you're making that's going to buy you all these things. It's the reward that is within the spirit that will have all of this opportunity to grow. And it's coming from passion, not just the abundance of it. Like we said in the beginning of this abundance, it's meant to be shared. It's meant to come from within, not external stuff. So this is just a reminder that making sure that it doesn't become materialistic or greedy in your stability, that it's an essence of spirit that's causing this, or the outcome of it, if that makes sense. I don't think I'm articulating it right, but I totally see what it's saying. Very interesting that they go hand in hand, and that there's treasures in this woman's hand, and she's reaching for the treasure there. They do go hand in hand. It's interesting. That you are the treasure. You are the beauty, not the things you attain from this outcome. It's a reminder to stay in the soul, because this is the soul's journey. Don't let external factors get in the way. And it is about community. And I did say that from the beginning, and education. So there is like this need or hunger for learning something or attaining this knowledge, you know? Any numbers in it? So I get it's kind of like Hierophant energy, but it's not. It's not the Hierophant. But it's there. This card reminds me of that. And it's about inner wisdom to me. It's gaining inner wisdom and really educating, like really connecting with the inner wisdom that you have and educating yourself within that space. You know, and there's this, you have this need to have this, to attain this. And you're finding this awareness now, like you're connecting with this. And this has all to do with community. It's interesting. I think this is about sharing. And I said this from you before. Maybe not becoming greedy with the outcome because you've worked so hard for it. So you're like, I deserve this kind of energy. I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking. I shouldn't even say that, because maybe that's meant to be heard from someone. But to me, this is also an energy of really a sidebar of what I just said. I think this is all about, you're wearing your heart on your sleeve now in this space, and you're really grasping the things that are important to you, but just maybe looking at the thing that, like the relationships that are around you and your community around you. Are there stale energies there just kind of holding space and taking space up when something new can be in place of it? I just see like this skeleton here This could also mean ancestral stuff, like old stuff, you know, elders, that kind of energy too. But for me, I think it's more of a cleaning out the closet of stale energy and people that are not going along with this for the ride, but making sure you're doing it in a pure way, not being in this weird greedy kind of state. I don't know, I just feel like it's greed, or like, you know what the card this is? This is the Four of Pentacles. That's what this is. It just hit me. This is definitely the Four of Pentacles, and it is about clinging sorry, clinging to what you think is stability, maybe on too tight, grasping it way too tight, and what I said before, because that's the first thing that I saw on that. Anyway, it's fine. Sorry, I got stuck on this. I think this is really beautiful. Just like some things as a reminder, those things that were said to be reminded. And this is union. This could be union with yourself. This could be a loved one. This can be your family, your community. Really being united and connected. This could be a deep love for yourself. Or emotions, emotional bond between you and yourself, or you and your community. It could just be an emotional connection that you have, your tribe. So I'm going to pull some self-care cards and send you lovely people on your way. I love this reading, like I said. Rest. I think you're going to need rest after all of this fire. Lots of wand energy here. Massage, body work, just nurturing yourself, caring for yourself. I think it's really important right now, especially with dealing with all this kind of stuff. I think like to release these things from the cells when you're moving through them. Energy work, being out in nature, grounding yourself in the earth, releasing it from the body, like body work, acupuncture, shiatsu, massage, Reiki. I do all of body work, so for me that's very important. Alone time, you definitely have alone time here, but using it wisely. And then she's on the beach, so I do maybe like to ground and to do these things that I just said. Being at earth energy, the beach is great. Strength building, but this is also intuition, really, because she has a third eye in the middle of her forehead. So it could be either way for your body or intuition. Syncing with the moon or sun. I always like to say both, whatever resonates with you. But I just think it's being out in nature and really connecting with the earth energy here. And drink tea. Maybe you need tea, or maybe you just need some nourishment and some herbs. I'm a clinical herbalist, so I'm very strongly about herbs. I feel very strongly about them. Anyway, Scorpio, I think this is probably the best reading I've done in a really long time. Use this time wisely. If you're I'm inviting you to do it. You don't have to. If this resonated with you, if you can like and subscribe to the channel, that would be really appreciated. And I will see you for next month's reading for the month of June. Take care of yourself, stay healthy, and have a great May.